read to me the nameplate?
Judge Eboni K. Williams.
So the only thing that matters in this particular courtroom is how I see it. I am from North Carolina by way of Louisiana with some West Coast cool and a New York edge. Do we have a problem, ma'am?
No, I don't, Your Honor.
Equal justice is all about the most important values of our country: freedom, integrity, and those are the things that I'm striving for. Ma'am, you run your household, this man gets to run his. I decided to become an attorney and pursue the law. I wanted to be a voice for the voiceless. This court cannot hold this woman accountable. People from all sectors of life, black, white, purple, gay, straight, queer, and that's what equal justice with Judge Eboni K. Williams is all about.
Patrice Chambers claims she bought an elaborate birthday cake for her lover's daughter, and the defendant destroyed it. Chelsea Dixon says the image of her deceased mom on the cake triggered her, and she's countersuing for $1,100.
See, I have Patrice Chambers here as my plaintiff and Chelsea Dixon as my defendant. Ms. Chambers, I see you are suing the defendant for $350, but I do see the defendant has a countersuit against you for $1,100. Ms. Chambers, you say that she owes you for a cake. Tell me what brings you to court today, ma'am.
Yes, that's correct. So she's never been quite fond of me. You see, I date her father. Well, dated. And there's about a 20-year age gap between us. She's never been a very big fan of me. So I am suing her for damaging a birthday cake that I had made for her.
Is it true that you are not fond of this woman?
Well, the second she was brought into my life, she was kind of trying to act as my stepmother, and I didn't really feel like we met eye to eye on anything, and she's verbally accosted me before.
Whoa, okay.
Not true.
Yeah.
Hold on, Miss Dixon, how old are you, ma'am?
I'm 25.
Okay, so you are an adult in your own right. You're an adult in your own right, about 10 years older. How long have you been dating the defendant's father?
About 2 years.
Oh, so this was a very serious relationship.
Oh, yes, very serious.
Very serious, okay. And did you two get along in the beginning?
No.
So from day one, it was not good?
No, I tried my best to be a friend to her, not a mother, but a friend, and she just would not have it.
Is that true, Ms. Dixon?
I don't think so, no.
No. Had you been friendly with girlfriends before the plaintiff?
Well, my dad's never really introduced me to too many of his girlfriends. I think we both kind of try and keep our dating life separate. We're close, but, you know, we don't really step into those boundaries. And he was kind of really trying to push this relationship on me, even though I told him I was uncomfortable about it. I had lost my mom when I was 12, and yeah, that's still been difficult for me. I go to therapy, but it's so hard.
I'm sorry to hear that. So talk to me about why you were buying her a cake to begin with, ma'am.
Well, it was just a grand gesture, to be honest. It was a $350 cake, so
It's expensive for a cake. Yeah. So this was for her birthday, you said?
Yes, her 25th.
Okay, and so you thought it would be a kind gesture to buy her a birthday cake. Was it a party? Was it some scenario?
Yes, it was her birthday party.
Okay.
Just a couple of her girlfriends, her uncle, her aunts.
Were you invited to the party?
I was, yes.
Oh, you invited her to the party?
I didn't invite her, no. My father said he wanted to throw my birthday party for me, and usually my friends throw my party, but I wanted him to be involved. And then he told me she was going to be buying my birthday cake, which sounded a bit bizarre to me.
So you were going to be there with at the request of the father, who really was throwing the party?
Yes.
So you thought, let me not show up empty-handed. Let me make a kind gesture.
Yes.
Do you take it as that at all?
Well, I find it odd that someone's extending an olive branch and on the cake is a photo of my mom and I.
Oh.
And so when she gave it to me, of course, I freaked out a little bit, understandably so, because birthdays are hard enough for me.
Yeah. Miss Chambers, now come on now. This, court was willing to give you some leeway here around the gesture piece, but a photo of this young lady who tragically lost her mother at 12 years old would be very triggering to anybody. What were you thinking?
To be honest, it wasn't just me who was thinking about that. It was her father who prompted it.
Okay. Is he here today in court?
No.
That's terribly inconvenient for you, ma'am, because now you're going to be the one responsible. Do you have a photo of the cake or anything that I could see?
I don't know.
Okay. Do you have any evidence for the court?
I do.
Please, give your whole folder to my bailiff so I can take a look.
It's the invoice.
Okay, so this is the receipt showing what you paid for the cake.
Yes.
Okay, I do see an invoice here. And it does indicate, though, on the invoice that the pic was of the mom and daughter on the cake. So what she's saying is accurate. You did indeed pay $350 for the cake. So what happened to the cake, ma'am?
I set it down, and immediately when she saw it, she grabbed it, squeezed it, dropped it on the table, and then swiped it off completely. Onto the ground, onto the wall.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
I may have accidentally dropped the cake over, and it may have like fallen upside down. And by that point, I'm fainting, and my dad catches me, and then we have to go to the hospital.
What?
And later,
In order for a contract to be established, you two need to really have some meeting of the minds. You need to be on the same page with your understanding of the terms. And it sounds like you were not.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with the case of Patrice Chambers, who brought Chelsea Dixon to court for reimbursement of funds.
So you were very upset, very triggered, and you just essentially trashed the cake.
If I may tell my side of the story.
Go ahead.
When I get to this birthday party, it's covered in unicorns and rainbows, and it looks like it's a party decorated for like
A
a
12-year-old.
6-year-old, yeah, a 12-year-old. It was so embarrassing and not appropriate at all. And the first person I see is her standing there smiling at me like an insane person. So I'm like, oh, she's the one responsible for this decoration.
Okay.
And I go inside, I see like a couple of my friends. Then it all starts to go awry when they bring out the cake and she's singing to me, and I see the cake come in front of me, and this candle is like dripping wax onto my mother's face.
Oh, my
and it's
gosh.
like getting all messed up, and I start breathing a bit heavy, and I try and like practice this breathing technique, but it was just not working, and I start having an asthma attack and just lose it a bit because I like can't breathe, and I may have accidentally dropped the cake over a couple feet, and it may have like fallen upside down, and by that point I'm fainting, and my dad catches me, and then we have to go to the hospital.
What?
Yes, and then in the hospital they gave me tests for like my lungs, and they said it was a stress-induced attack, and
A
then
panic attack, basically.
A panic attack, and then I was out of work for a week. So not only did I have to pay for the medical charges, but I also lost the wages that I would have made at work. And
Do you have documentation of that,
I
ma'am?
do,
Okay,
ma'am.
Elijah,
Yes.
please confiscate her folder as well. Thank you.
so it was just a really traumatic way to start my 25th year here on Earth.
Thank you.
All thanks to her.
Okay, so I am seeing that you have provided, that you paid $300 for urgent care, and then you also, the remaining part of your $1,100 claim is the lost wages?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I will tell you, Ms. Dixon, I have a lot of empathy and compassion for what you've shared with us today in court. I don't know that I believe that there was an accidental dropping of the cake. I think that per the plaintiff's testimony, you were very upset, very triggered. I would say rightfully so, quite frankly, with an image of your deceased mother on such an important special day for you. And I believe that you intentionally damaged the cake. Where is your father in all this, ma'am? And I actually really am disappointed he's not in court today because it sounds like he's got a lot of explaining to do.
Right.
But I certainly don't know why he would have encouraged, let alone allow, for you to present a cake with such a traumatic image on it. Ma'am, I understand you're talking about he was a part of it, but where was your common sense?
I was honestly just grasping at straws to please her, and he
So
said that-
you thought it would be pleasing to anybody
Yeah.
on any day, let alone their 25th birthday, to see an image of their deceased mother on a cake, ma'am? Come on.
To be quite honest,
Please be honest. You're under sworn testimony. Please.
I mean, if I disliked her and wanted her to be angry, I wouldn't have spent $350.
It's not about disliking her, ma'am. I don't think that you have any reason to dislike her. I just don't know where the common sense of reasonable judgment is on your part. Would you want that? If it were you, would you find that pleasing? Would that bring you joy on your birthday to see you and your deceased mother while your father is sitting here parading his new love interest in front of your face? I don't think that this young lady is done grieving the loss of her mother. She's clearly sitting in this courtroom brokenhearted today.
I mean, it's been like...
I'm not talking to you, Miss Chambers. I'm talking about what I see in front of my eyes. And she could have died 12 years ago. She could have died 2 years ago. She could have died 20 years ago. Everybody has their own grieving process. And I appreciate that you told the court, ma'am, that you have and are in therapy. But it seems there's still more work to do. Would you agree?
I agree. I think that every day I'm grieving and trying to learn to be whole again.
Yeah, she's sad, ma'am. She's sad, she's brokenhearted. And I am sorry for you for that. And I wish you all the healing that your heart can hold as it relates to the loss of your mother. Ma'am, Ms. Chambers, you have every right to move on romantically with her father or anybody you so choose. But I do find that your handling of this situation lacked couth, sound judgment, and reasonable behavior. You admitted to this court that it's never been a good dynamic between the two of you. And so I would think that the last thing you would invoke under any circumstance, daddy or no daddy, is her dead mother, when we already know she's struggling. You can see it, just look at her. So this court does rule in favor of the defendant on the first claim. So the plaintiff's claim for $350 for this cake is dismissed. As to this countersuit, ma'am, I am satisfied by the medical bill that I do believe, but for this very triggering, inappropriate cake, I don't think that you would have had this panic attack, and I don't think that you would have incurred this bill. However, these lost wages, I am more skeptical about. You have not included any evidence to give me any indication of what you make and what you got to do to make it, so I'm not able to consider that. So I rule in favor of the defendant and her counterclaim, but only for $300. I wish you healing, ma'am. That is my ruling.
All rise.
Judge Eboni has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff is ordered to pay $300.
Yeah, I'm staying single for a long time. Thank you.
I feel satisfied with the result. It's unfortunate that we had to be here today, but I feel good.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
So far in the past 3 years of working together, we've worked on 2 houses. Deals were easy, completed. Each house has a 70-30 split.
Who gets
of
the
commission.
70?
So he was a 70.
Okay.
Hold on. You good. Yeah.
Hey,
he's 70.
hey.
This is Equal Justice. Marcus Reed claims his former business partner poached a client and then kept the profit they had agreed to split. Evan Morales says he found a summer rental home the client liked after Mr. Reed stopped looking.
See, I've got Marcus Reed here as my plaintiff and Evan Morales as my defendant. Mr. Reed, I see you are suing Mr. Morales for $13,000. You claim there's been a breach of contract. What brings you to court, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. So I know this gentleman for 5 years now, and we've built several relationships as a private broker for finding relationships that he needs to fulfill real estate opportunities.
Okay.
So far in the past 3 years of working together, we've worked on 2 houses. Deals were easy, completed. Each house has a 70-30 split.
Who gets
of
the
commission.
70?
So he was a 70.
You got the 70, okay.
Hold on. You good. Yeah,
Hey,
he's 70.
hey, Mr. Reed, I'll be doing the managing of this courtroom. Go ahead now. You got 30%.
Yes, Your Honor. And for this point of view, we will have a 50-50 split. And I had a really good friend that I met for over the year that would be great to work with if facilitating this house.
So this was a potential client?
Yes, a potential
Okay,
client.
go ahead.
Yes. He was looking at a place in Malibu. Turns out the place wasn't his needs at the time. I said, okay, cool, circle back. Let me know how it goes. We're working with my friend here.
Okay.
Then,
That's what you told the client?
yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Come to find out months later, over a phone call, my friend gives me a call and said, hey, found this new place, Palos Verdes. Thank you for connecting me to him. Wouldn't have done it without you. I had no idea you made a deal without me, you know? So I gave him a call, wondering what was going on. Come to find out.
Mr. Morales? you
Yes.
called. Okay.
Now, granted, he did give me like a finder's fee of like $2,000, but that was not discussed.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
Mr. Morales, let me get you in here.
The client was not interested in that property. I did send him $2,000 for his introduction because that was the whole deal.
This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with a dispute between Marcus Reed and Evan Morales over profits from a business deal.
This is a lot going on. Mr. Morales, you are a real estate broker?
I'm a real estate investor.
Oh, you're an investor?
Yes.
Okay.
I was just finding the property for this specific client,
Okay.
and our agreement was on a specific property in Malibu. The client was not interested in that property. I did send him $2,000 for his introduction, because that was the whole deal.
He's, of course, saying something different. He's saying that the deal encompassed any and all business dealings you had with the client that he introduced you to. And my job will be to see which one of you two are right. So, in order to help me do this, I will ask, first, Mr. Morales, do you have any evidence for the court?
Yes, I have the evidence.
Get Elijah, please retrieve his folder. Because the very first thing I need to figure out is the nature of the deal that you two made together, okay? Do you have some evidence, sir?
I do, ma'am.
Okay, please give your folder to my bailiff. Spicy one here. I mean, my goodness.
That kind of day, huh?
Okay,
That
thank
kind
you.
of day.
Let's start with defendant to the plaintiff. Hey, Marcus, per our conversation earlier, let's work together and do a 50-50 split. You bring in the client, and I'll handle the investment and logistics. Sound good? Yeah, I'm in. Okay, moving forward, I want to understand what you meant when you gave him this $2,000. What was your intention, sir?
And I sent him $2,000 because of the introduction that he made.
So you sent that money after the Malibu deal fell through?
Yes.
Okay. What did you think the $2,000 meant?
To me, that was a little piece of the final commission once the deal has been made.
All right, let's move on here to some of this other evidence. Exhibit B here, we see the photo of the Malibu property. Nice property, 3-bed, 2-bath, $10,000 a month. But ultimately, I'm hearing the client passed on it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Judge Eboni's verdict when Equal Justice returns. This is Equal Justice.
I see you said to the client, I found a stunning Palo Verdes beachfront
Yes,
home.
that's the
Okay.
one.
It's 4 bedrooms too. It's not in Malibu, but I think you'll love it. Apparently he did. He reached back out and said, gorgeous, I love it. I'm wiring you the money today. So he wired you $30,000?
Yes.
Okay. In order for a contract to be established, you need to be on the same page with your understanding of the terms. And it sounds like you were not. How much do you think it's worth that you made the introduction?
Priceless.
I don't even know why I try, Elijah. Well, don't worry about it, Mr. Reed. I won't be asking you anymore. I'm ready to make a ruling. You did not work on the deal that the client ultimately closed on. So I cannot enrich you to the point of 50-50 because it would be against the basic tenets of fairness. However, I do think that the deal would never have existed had you not been introduced to the client, which Mr. Reed did do. I ruled for the plaintiff for $2,000. You paid a $4,000 finder fee. You pocketed $26,000. You had a good day in court, Mr. Morales. That's my ruling.
All rise.
Judge Eboni has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay $2,000.
Any final thoughts for him?
Yeah, I think from now on I have to be more careful. Who do I make business with?
Okay. Any final thoughts with him, sir?
Relationships last a lifetime. Money will follow, no matter what it is.
Okay. Judges made our rulings. Please grab your belongings and follow me.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.